Welcome back to the walkthrough for the 2014 IGCSE Edexcel examination paper. This is Activity 2, using web authoring software. Suggested time 25 minutes. You could use any appropriate software for this activity. In this case, we're going to use Microsoft Expression. Task WA1. Philip has purchased a new bicycle for rental. It is a mountain chaser bicycle that he has named Silver Sprite. He wants to add a page to the company website about the bicycle. A. Philip wants to include the image Silver Sprite from the images folder. So if I go to here, so we should have the Silver Sprite one in here. He wants the image cropped before it's used. So I need to first go to paint.net. So I go to, I'm going to load up paint.net, like so, and then I will open this file up. So I need to crop the image so that it remains rectangular, and the cropping is as close as possible to the cyclist and the bicycle. So, oh, it's loading, there we go. So I go File, and Open, and I look at the desktop, find the files I've got, and it's this one here, Silver Sprite. I need to make it rectangular, but as close to this as I can. Now I choose the select tool and choose the image I want. Now that is practically a square, so I need to make sure I choose, actually make it as close as I can to both, but leave it as a rectangle, like so. Image, crop to selection, go back to the PDF, and it tells me save the cropped image, do not print. So I can just go File and Save, and that should save it as a JPEG because I haven't gone Save As. Okay. Create the web page. So the web page is based on this design. Basically 2 rows, 2 columns. So I find Microsoft Expression, which is down here, load this up. It also asks me to have, so it needs name and telephone number in the top, the company name, the logo, link to the home page, page content, cropped image down there, and it tells us the house style, being background color is pale blue, text color is dark blue. So I need 2 rows, 2 columns. So, but I think because it's asking us, this is a bit of a cheating way here, because it's asking us for 2 rows, 2 columns, and it wants the first row with the cell to the far right, and the one below it, the cell, the narrowest one to the left. That gets a bit tricky. So a little cheating way that I've done is just go Table, Insert Table, and just say 1 row, 2 columns. Specify the width, 100% width of the page. Cell padding 1, cell spacing 2, which is fine. I don't want any borders. Okay, and I don't need to align it to the center. Press OK, and I move this to so the right hand side is the smallest. Underneath, I go Table, Insert Table. Again, 1 row, 2 columns, and this time I drag this to the right, the left, okay, like so. It does tell us on here the background color to be pale blue, so I right click, Page Properties, and I go Formatting, Background, and I need pale blue, like so, nice pale blue, okay, and I'm going to Control A, so I select everything, and I will select the text icon, and I want dark blue, so I'm going to move it all the way in the top corner, apply, and any writing should be dark blue. Now, going back to the exam paper, it says company name and telephone number. I'm on page 8, so I go back to the introduction, and it tells us down here what the company name is. So it tells us the company name is PMMM Cycles Limited. I want the telephone number, so I need telephone 01632 960. Oh, make sure you get your number lock on. 01632 960 123. And just go back to page 8. Just says name and telephone number. Because this will be a heading, I'm going to select this. I'm going to select this, and I'll make it a bit bigger, so I can click in here. Let's make that 36. Don't like that. And actually, let's make the top much bigger. So that's 36. I'll make this 48 point, like so. Okay, so you don't need the telephone number so big, but the writing would be big as well. Okay. Asked us for the logo. So what else does it say? Looking down here, the information at Silver Sprite is stored in the file information. The company logo is stored in the information folder. Create the web page using the layout above. So I need to find the information for the Silver Sprite to put in here, and the image into the center part. So I go back, and I want, what file is it? It should be in the file information, which is this one here. And where is it? Over here. So I want the Silver Sprite, which is this one here, which is good. I don't need the page content title, but I do want this part, so I just select it. Control C. Let's just look at the design, just see where I have to put the writing. Oh yeah, the content goes at the top, image at the bottom. So in here I can Control V, paste it like so. I'm going to select it. Let's just see. So I've got that there. Let's center this a bit. Let's make this bullet point. I don't like that actually. Let's undo that. I think another way of doing it is open up Notepad and just pasting it in there, because it takes out all the formatting. Control A, Control C, and then paste this in. And that takes out all the formatting you had before, which actually is a lot better. I'm going to select the top, the headings, just make these a lot clearer. Oh, so here I'm going to select the heading there, bold, underline, and I'll make this a bit bigger. Do the same for bicycle type. What's that? That's large. So I want the same here. I want large, bold, underline, and the same for description down here. Large, like so. I don't like the font, so I'm going to highlight everything and change it to a sans serif font, which means that it doesn't look, it looks a bit nicer there. And then underneath I need to put my image, so I go Insert, Picture, from File, and I find the image that I saved earlier, Silver Sprite. Let me just check this one here. File, Save As, should be in there. So go back, open, oh, select it, open. Give it a nickname, so just say Silver Sprite, because sometimes it will ask you to give it a label. If it's not visible, you've got something there, like so. You need the logo in the top corner, so let's center that. Insert picture from file. There's the logo. Let's say logo there. Let's just make that a bit smaller. If you don't like that, right click, picture properties, and I can change the size. So I can say 300, and it should, by specifying, keeping aspect ratio, it'll change the height at the same time, like so. And then going back to the page, I want a link to the home page. I could just center it, right click, cell properties, and I can say vertical alignment to the top. And I can say home page, like so, highlight, right click, hyperlink, and existing file on web page, find the folder where you've actually saved it, okay? And if there's no file there, just click in the address and say home.html. You make up a fake web page where it's going to be linked to, okay, like so. Going back, it tells us to save the web page as new bicycle. So I go File, Save As, New Bicycle. Go to your desktop, save, open a new word processing document and enter task WA1 and your name in the footer. So I'm going to go to a new word processing document, and in the footer, so insert, footer, and I'll put task WA1, and in the right I'll put my name, like so. And then I just go back to the PDF, and it tells us paste the screenshot into task WA1, save it, do not print. So I go back to expression, don't paste that. You need to load it in your browser, like so. That's your browser. If you can't see it all, just Control and minus, and that will zoom it out. Go to the snipping tool, and we'll select the website, like so. Like so. You go back to the Word document and you paste it in, like so. Underneath there, it then asks us a couple of questions. Explain 2 formatting features you have used to make the website fit for purpose. So on here, what's the question numbers? C1, CI I should say. I'm going to say I have made the headings bold and underlined in order to separate, in order for people to clearly read the web page. C2 is about the how to make it more accessible for vision impaired. So of course, vision impaired are those people that are having trouble seeing. One of which would be to make it provide an option for visually impaired people to make the font size larger in order to read the text clearly. We'll go back. It says resave and print. So I just go File. I'm going to save it as WA1 because I didn't do that earlier. It does say here task WA1. So I go to the desktop, save it in the folder, task WA1, and then of course I just go File and Print. And if you're not sure how to put it in color, if you want, just go Printer Properties and select Color here. And then just press OK and then Print. Thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you next time.